Everything that we have here in our store is made, grown, or produced on our farm. So when you come in, you can expect to find a lot of local, fresh products that have student involvement every step of the way. We pride ourselves in allowing the students to learn by doing, and these products are a great example of that. I think folks come and shop with us on a regular basis because we can provide some consistency in the things that we grow year after year. So we don't really have a lot of new vegetables per se. We have introduced some leafy greens that are a little bit more recent, I guess. Broccoli, chard, kale, some of those are things that we've grown many years ago but have recently brought back. We have a fully licensed and bonded winery here on campus. We were the first CSU to have a winery on our campus. We're also the only campus to have all of our wine produced, grown, picked, and created right here on campus and bottled by students. So we're the only ones that still do that. We do wine tasting along with other promotional events throughout the year that we partner with the winery on.
So we are student-made wines, and we've won over 600 awards since we became a commercially bonded winery 20 years ago. We're the first university in the country to do that. And we make really good quality wines. And the neat thing about what we do is a lot of our fruit's donated from throughout the valley and throughout California. Is we're doing something different every single year. So getting into Fresno State wines is a great way to learn about wines. We have 16 different varieties that we do, and you're kind of learning the world of wine by tasting Fresno State wines. The Gibson Farm Market is the only store in town that carries all of our wines, and it's the only place where you can consistently taste our wines. You can go in any time and ask one of the staff members, even if no one's behind the tasting counter, can I taste some wines? And they're trained there to pour some wines for you. But we are also at the Fresno and Clovis meat markets. We're at Trader Joe's, we're at Whole Foods, we're at all the Safe Marts, at Vaughn's, Sierra Nut House. So yeah, we're around town. Our most popular bottle is the Tailgate Red, and it's a blend. It's usually Barbera and Syrah, but that kind of changes up year after year. But that gets sold at almost every retailer throughout the city of Fresno. In terms of our single varietals, probably our Cabernet Sauvignon and our Chardonnay, just like most grocery stores, their number one selling wines are Chardonnay and Cabernet, and that's true for Fresno State Winery.
It's a year-long process, so there's many different phases to growing grapes. The off season, starts the off season where you're pruning and getting ready for the year. And like right now we're in springtime, so the grapes are growing, the vines are growing fast. A lot of leaves are growing. We're getting ready to get into bloom, and then once the grapes bloom and set, then you move into very rapidly into the growing process, and the berries start developing, and it's just all the different stages that you go through, and then at the end of that year, that season, you see your finished product and you're able to eat it and taste it, and it's kind of, you could taste the fruits of your labor throughout the year. So that's what makes it fun. It's a year-long process, and it's rewarding to taste the grapes at the end of the year.
The plants come from our horticulture unit, so we have greenhouses here on campus. It's another student-run enterprise here on the farm. They do everything from starter vegetables to houseplants to trees and shrubs. So whether you're looking for fruit bearing or you want just ornamental, they have a little bit of everything.
So I got my bachelor's degree in '02 in horticulture, plant science. Worked here as a student, and then in '07 I was hired on as the instructional support technician. And it's just been a lot of changes, a lot of different production areas, a lot of different students coming and going, and it's been growing like crazy. My passion is connecting people to plants. My real passion is getting people dirty. So we bring kids out here, we bring all kinds of community groups out here, and so they can work in the soil, learn how to grow plants. We do a lot of different stuff with the community too. Everything we grow is for the Fresno area. So if you buy a plant from here, it's something that'll grow in your home garden. Once or twice a semester, we open this whole place up to the public, so they can come out and they have a lot more to choose from than the market. But we keep the market full all the time.
Some of our newest items, and we've introduced a line of baked goods that we're working with our food processing department to develop, along with a corn salsa and several new different cuts of meat.
We make a variety of different jarred products, so anything that's at the farm market that's not wine or olive oil that's in a glass jar is made here. So we do jams, jellies, salsas, barbecue sauce, marinara sauce, a very wide variety of all of those things, and then dried fruit and chocolate production. Right now our dried fruit has really taken off, but over the past 20 years that the lab's been here, I would say probably our apple butter is extremely popular, our marinara sauce is very popular, and then a lot of our jams.
When I first started here, we had maybe 26 flavors, and then we got up to 65 different flavors. But now we're back down to 36. At a certain point, like I said, since I have to hire students all the time or new employees, it was getting too hard to manage all those different flavors. So now we're getting down to the ones that sell the most and to where we can supply all our customers consistently as well. I work with the students, so for me, sometimes it's more rewarding that they develop something and then it does very well at the farm market, because that tells me that they're learning stuff from me, learning from their classes, and then that they're picking up something from working here at the facility.
I'd say it's different than all the other jobs I've worked at. I really haven't had a food science job up until this position. Most of my stuff is either retail manager, or like inventory or freight and logistics, like more retail spectrum work. So getting to actually apply the stuff that I learned in my major in my work is nice. That's rewarding, because you're like, oh, I didn't learn this for nothing.
Here, we're not here to try to take over other businesses, sales. Again, we're here to educate students, so I'm not too worried about new companies coming in and filling a niche that either I'm not filling too well because of the not being able to supply enough ice cream, or something new that somebody has developed that's a little bit different than what we're making here. We have an ice cream tasting on the second Tuesday of each month at the farm market. So if you're hesitant on buying a certain flavor, every second Tuesday of the month at the farm market, they sample our flavors as well.